Harper Audio presents Split Images by Elmore Leonard, performed by George Guidall.
Chapter 1. In the winter of 1981, a multimillionaire by the name of Robinson Daniels shot a Haitian refugee who had broken into his home in Palm Beach. The Haitian had walked to the ocean from Belle Glade 50 miles to find work or a place to rob, to steal something he could sell. The Haitian's name was Louverture d'Amiens. The bullet fired from Robbie Daniels's Colt Python did not kill Louverture immediately. He was taken in shock to Good Samaritan, where he lay in intensive care 3 days, a lung destroyed, plastic tubes coming out of his nose, his arms, his chest, and his penis. Louverture said he had an argument with the people who lived in the same room with him in Belle Glade. He paid $40 a week for the room and $20 deposit for a key to the bathroom. But they had stopped up the toilet, and it couldn't be used. They cleaned fish, he said, and threw their heads in the toilet. Speaking in a mixture of languages and sounds, Creole and Bahamian British English, he said, "I came here to search for my life." The Palm Beach police detective questioning Louverture that evening in the hospital looked at him with no expression and said, "You find it?" Lying in the white sheets, Louverture d'Amiens was a stick figure made of cordovan leather. He was 41 years old and weighed 117 pounds the morning he visited the home on South Ocean Boulevard and was shot. Robbie Daniels was also 41. He had changed clothes before the police arrived, and at 6 o'clock in the morning wore a lightweight navy blue cashmere sweater over bare skin, the sleeves pushed up to his elbows, colorless cotton trousers that clung to his hips but were not tight around the waist. Standing outside the house, talking to the squad car officer, the wind coming off the ocean out of a misty dawn, he would slip a hand beneath the sweater and move it over his skin, idly, remembering, pointing with the other hand toward the swimming pool and patio where there were yellow flowers and tables with yellow umbrellas. He came out, he crossed the yard toward the guest house, then once he was in the trees over there I didn't see him for a couple of minutes. I started across, got about right here, just about here, and he was coming at me with the machete. They could hear the high-low wail of the emergency van streaking west on Southern Boulevard, a far-off sound, fading. As Mr. Daniels rubbed his bare skin, the squad car officer would catch a glimpse of the man's navel centered on his flat belly, tan and trim, the cotton trousers riding low, slim-cut down to bare feet that were slender and brown. The squad car officer, 27 years old and in pretty good shape, felt heavy in his brown and beige uniform, his gun belt cinched tight to support about 10 pounds of police gear. He was from West Palm and had never been in a millionaire's home before. "Sir, you chased him out of the house?" "No, I thought he was gone. I got the gun, came out to have a look around. I see him coming out. I couldn't believe it. He was still in the house when we got home." The wind had been blowing for several days, the sky overcast, and endless surf pounding in. Mr. Daniels said he hadn't heard the man. It was more like he sensed him coming across the yard, turned, and there he was. The squad car officer wondered at first if Mr. Daniels was a movie star. He had the features and that kind of sandy brown curly hair some movie stars had and never seemed to comb. The few lines in his face disappeared when he opened his eyes that were pale blue and seemed amazed in the telling of how he had actually shot a man. Twice, in the chest. "Sir, how many rounds you fire?" "I'm sorry, what?" "How many times you fire your gun?" "Twice." "What was he, about 20 feet away?" "Closer, 10 feet, maybe." "Swinging the machete?" "What?" "Yes, raising it." "But he didn't get a swipe at you?" "No." Mr. Daniels seemed surprised, or else he seemed dazed or preoccupied, thinking about it, and the squad car officer's question would bring him back to now. Otherwise, Mr. Daniels was polite and seemed anxious to be of help.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?